Hi, I'm Arun Singh. We're talking the Archies. With me are the makers, Reema Kagti, Zoya Akhtar, and of course, Monica Shegil, VP Content Netflix. A very warm welcome to NDTV.
Hello.
We just saw a trailer, absolutely loved it. I absolutely love the colors that we've seen. Now, let's start with you, Zoya. We've seen the range that you have shown us in movies, with different actors. You've dealt with Amir Khan's, Hrithik Roshan's, and Anil Kapoor's of the industry, and now you have all these newcomers. What's the biggest difference, and also something similar that struck?
Similar is that they are actors, and therefore the relationship of director and actor stays. The trust that you have to create, the bond that you have to create with your actor stays. The fact that they have to be protected and loved stays. But besides that, what was different is that this was their first time. And the enthusiasm, the excitement, that doesn't happen normally when you're working with very experienced actors, except Anil Kapoor. Anil Kapoor is still like a newcomer on every set, yes.
But was there a moment where you're like, because you have a habit of dealing with seasoned actors and they know everything. Were you?
No.
No?
No, because by the time they came on to set, they were seasoned.
they were as good as seasoned actors?
Yeah, they were seasoned.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we are not very far from the release. Are you nervous as makers?
Excited more than, there's always an element of feeling slightly nervous, but we've worked very hard, and I think Zoya's worked very hard, and we're excited to...
She's saying all this because she's not directed it. I'm nervous.
No, why I asked this? Why I asked this is, this is Archies, right? There's a global audience to it. It's going on a global platform, which is, of course, consumed in several countries.
190?
190, over 190 countries. So, as Netflix, were you considering, this has to compete with like a Barbie or like other kind of content or kind of similar content which is already there on the platform?
Honestly, when you're making something, you have to actually eliminate that noise. Because if you're going to start comparing before you've even started making something, that's not a good way to actually, sort of begin the journey. I think what excited us was this amazing comic book, the fact that we took the rights, the fact that we got the best duo on board, and, the excitement they had about the comic book and the adaptation journey. Because it's very important that when you take something like this, you have to adapt it to your country audience.
Since I mentioned Barbie and she said it's a global IP, again, there are going to be a lot of expectations. Everybody has their own version of it. Everybody has a different kind of impact that they've had by consuming this. How did you think of dealing with that?
Like she said something which is very true. When you set out to create something or make something, you can't worry about expectation. You can't worry about competition. We don't make films to compete. We make films to tell stories, and because we enjoy that medium.
And why the 60s?
Because I wanted, as I said, the innocence and simplicity, where less was more. The world has changed completely, and we didn't want an Archie. We didn't want Archie on Tinder. Let's just put it that way. We wanted an Archie.
Which I think happened. Or with Riverdale, let's say.
Yeah, but that's also already done. And done true. Very, very well. So we wanted something that was was harking back to the original. That was for fans like me.
And then there was a criticism that you've responded to already, which is that they are not Indian looking. That was a criticism that I think which started when.
But what is Indian looking?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You've already. No, I'm not accusing you of that.
I'm asking you. Even I'm not accusing you. I'm asking you, what is Indian looking?
I absolutely love how you explain and how you reply to that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was coming to. That, there was that criticism and you already responded to that. But then there's another set that I was reading through the comments is that probably representation. They are all, when we talk about stereotypically good-looking people, they're all those. And that's what I was reading on different comments. So what would be your reaction to that? Of course, I read what you said on the Indian-looking part, and I absolutely agree with what you said.
See, they're also playing characters from the Anglo-Indian community. So there has to be a certain resonance with that community. And this was the Anglo-Indians in the 60s. So there was a lot of they do look like that. I don't know what Indian looking means, like I've said before.
I get that, but what I'm getting at
that
is...
they're good looking, but is there
a lot of people are commenting that, they're all, it's about the representation. We just see like those stereotypical
But have you read Archie comics? Does anyone look bad in it? No, I'm asking you a question. Are they bad looking? If I had cast someone, and what is bad looking and good looking? I mean, it's so subjective. I think what is important to us as writers is that when we have a lot of characters, each character has meat, each character has an arc, and each character has a storyline within itself, and then it relates to the larger picture.
And is it the first time that you'll be collaborating with Arijit Singh?
Yes.
How was that?
Yes. I mean, I am in love with that song. I'm just waiting for the audience to hear it. And it's a very new song for Arijit. I haven't heard him sing something like this. I mean, he may have, but I haven't heard it.
Sure.
So I'm very curious. I love it. And I'm very curious to know what people think.
Okay, which Archie character do you relate most to?
It depends on the day.
Okay.
For me, I have Jughead days, I have Veronica days, I have Betty days, I have Dilton days, I have all kinds of days, yeah.
What about you?
I have different reasons to like all of them. It's not days for me, but definitely different reasons. So I actually love all of them, and what I love in the film is that all 7 of them, whether they're in film or off film, I've been really very closely seeing how they've been doing the rounds of promotions also. Each of them, so talented. Like someone can beatbox, like Mihir can beatbox so well, and he's so good at it. And Dot sings so well.
Yeah.
All of them, they speak so well. I mean, when I look back, I don't think any of us were so confident at this age. They really, they shine in the film, and they shine when they promote the film. So I feel very excited about that.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of our cast, I think it's impossible for me to choose one from the other. But from the characters, I think my love for food and Jughead's love for food.
High five on that.
Yeah,
because,
but unfortunately, Jughead doesn't put on weight, and I do. So that's the problem.
But absolutely love the trailer, and all the very best for the film, and we are excited to watch it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Signing off for NDTV.